Let's meet our special guest of the morning. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Apprentice's Claire Young! Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Welcome to the show. Now, you might have come second to Lee McQueen, but I'll say it here, I've said it before, and I think along with a lot of other people, we kind of thought you were a sort of surefire winner, really. I mean,
thanks very much.
I still suspect that it's going to work out very well for you.
I think I can't complain. I'm very happy. Sort of beat 20,000 people to come second. You know, Lee's fantastic. He's going to make Sir Alan a great apprentice, but very much my own woman, and I've got lots of things on the horizon. So, you know, I'm happy, and I've sort of come out the other end of it smiling.
And I guess it's about more than just getting a job, isn't it, at the end of the day? It's, I mean, the experience itself, did you enjoy it?
Oh, yeah, the Apprentice is absolutely fantastic. I think I sort of went in there expecting it to be not a holiday camp, but I thought I'm going to be whizzing around London, making ice cream. It's going to be quite glamorous. It's absolutely ruthless and it's hardcore and you don't sleep a lot. So it's been, you know, I've come out of it 10 times, I think, a better person and a better businesswoman because of it. So I'm really thankful to everyone.
You had quite a good gig anyway, didn't you, with Superdrug?
Yeah, I was a buyer for Superdrug. I've had, without being sort of overconfident, I've had a really good career, and I went into the Apprentice because I was a little bit bored and I thought, I want a challenge. I think if you rate yourself, you should go in and test yourself against what people think are the Britain's best business people. And, you know, it was fantastic, and I've come out of it, and I'm really happy. Now,
there's various stuff. There's been a lot written about you of late. One of the things, there are 500 job offers, is there anything?
Yeah, I've had a lot of job offers, from the good, the bad and the ugly. So I'm very, I've come out of it probably in the best possible place I could, really. I've had very good press. The papers have been very kind to me.
Well, I said, I mean, I can remember BBC Breakfast, the day of the final, they interviewed various celebs, and, I mean, 90% of them thought that you were going to be the winner. So, I mean, I think we were kind of shocked that you weren't.
I think I was shocked. I was, you know, I felt that I went into it, and I think probably out of all the candidates, I think I got the roughest time. I was sort of chewed up and spat out so many times in the boardroom, and I just kept on going, true Rottweiler style. I sort of clung onto the ankles, and I really did want to be Sir Alan's next
Strong women, though, because I'm thinking back, strong women haven't done particularly well with Alan Sugar.
Looking at the past series, he hasn't ever gone for the strong woman option. So I think someone, you know, I'm not the best person to ask about it. He's the man to ask in that case. He obviously has got the apprentice he wants in mind, and, you know, it's up to him who he employs, who he thinks is going to do the best job possible. But, no, he didn't employ me or Christina Grimes or Ruth Badger or Sarah Khan. But, you know, he's the man with 900 million at the end of the day, and he's the one who makes the decisions.
Yeah, no, fair enough. Talking of strong women, I mean, one of the other things I've heard is that Karen Brady, Birmingham City Director, is very keen on working with you. Is that something that might be coming off?
Yeah, very much so. I saw Karen last Friday, spoke about a job working for Birmingham City. Great role. She's a fantastic woman.
Centre forward, left wing.
I need to learn what the offside rule is. I don't
most of the players. And most referees as well.
No, I don't really know a huge amount. But in fact, I know nothing about football. I don't even know how many people are on a team, how long a game is. But, you know, I need to brush up on that. And it's really exciting to go into a completely new, different industry. No chance I'm ever going to become a wag. Quite looking forward to potentially bossing some boys around. So we're going to see, but I'm hopefully going to go work for Karen in the autumn. So really exciting.
Good for you. So that's definitely.
Definitely, it's going to happen.
Good for you. Good for you.
So she's great person to go work for.
Yeah. Real treat to have you here. And can you do a reverse pterodactyl, by the way, out of interest?
No.
No. Okay. Probably for the best. I probably can, but I'm not going to show you.
Go on.
Great. No. No. Let's tell you about today's show, folks. It's going to kick off with the papers. Claire's going to lead us through the headlines. Now it's time to check out the headlines. What have you got for us, Claire?
Yeah, we've got some good stuff. First of all, the Daily Mail. Fear for girls as the pill is sold online. For me, this is all about the contraceptive pill is going to be available to buy online from one website, and it's going to be aimed at women over 18.
Right. It's quite interesting because today, if I remember, is the anniversary of the pill being sold in the United States. The first time it went on sale, whenever it was 1962, I think it was.
And I think this is a really positive step. We know that teenage pregnancies, abortions, etc., are all on the increase. So any way for people to be able to get their contraception in an easy way, everyone uses the internet nowadays. I think it's a really positive.
But it cuts out. I mean, before, when I was a teenager and the girls on the pill, they had to go to see doctors, to have checkups and stuff like that, and that's removing that. and it removes any chance of doctors to have a chat with people about their sexual habits as well.
Yeah, it does. However, I think the country's got to recognise that we do have a problem with rising pregnancy rates, and this is aimed at women who are over 18, but there is the danger that people who are, you know, younger than 18 can use it. But
then again, would you rather a girl of 15 or 16 get the pill online than get pregnant?
Exactly. And no matter how much we talk about it in the country, teenage pregnancy rates are increasing. So what we're doing, and sex education, it isn't working.
No.
So for me, it's a typical Daily Mail headline. Fear for girls as the pill is sold online. I think it's a really positive step forward, and it's aimed at women who are 18, who hopefully know what they're doing.
The Daily Mail gets stuck on this because, of course, every other day you get, you know, the shame of girls getting pregnant. So it seems they want to have it both ways. It's terrible if you get the pill, and it's terrible if you get pregnant.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
And nowadays you can buy pretty much everything online, so I think it's really positive.
That's right, you can get Viagra, can't you, Dave?
Ban sex for the working classes. That'd be the next Daily Mail headline.
True enough.
Those people who earn under £25,000 a year are not allowed to have sex according to a new government edict. We fully support this.
I tell you what, if it wasn't for the Daily Mail, we probably wouldn't have a show. So I thank them every day, every issue. I think, thank God there's another issue for us. Oh, what else have we got?
OK, in The Guardian, we've got councils told to stop using spy laws for trivial issues. So this is all about CCTV.
Snooping, isn't it?
So they've gone through all the process of having it installed, the cost of it. So, you know, we're paying for it as council taxpayers. But they're not allowed to use it now for dog fouling and litter offences, but they will use it for fly tipping, rogue traders and people who cheat on council tax. So for me, can we just use it for everything or nothing? It just seems...
Well, yeah, it depends, because there was that story a couple of months ago, a family that was spied on, but, you know, they literally had workers sitting outside keeping an eye on them, staring through their windows to make sure they suspected that they'd lied about where they lived in order to get into a school, into a certain school, and it turned out to be complete nonsense. But it was quite an intrusion in someone's privacy, not only to be spied on, but then you get no apology, no explanation, no right of reply. So I think they do need to choose carefully whether they use it.
I think for every one of those cases, you've probably got 20 cases where they find somebody, you know...
That doesn't make it right, though, does it? I wouldn't like anybody spying through my window, although what they'd see, I don't know.
But we live in
quite a thrill.
But I feel that we live in a Big Brother nation. There's cameras all on the streets, which none of us are aware of. So if the cameras are there...
You think that's a good thing? I think it's absolutely terrifying.
I think it's... personally, I think it's a good thing, because I feel safer that the cameras are there and they can track criminals as opposed to...
Even though we've had leading up police officers saying they've had no impact on crime whatsoever.
I don't know how long they've been running for, though.
10 years, I suppose.
If the council have gone to all the hassle of having the cost and we've paid for it, why don't we use them to see what we can get out of them as opposed to just letting them go to waste?
Yeah, OK, OK.
So, moving on. So, in The Guardian, another one is that Wimbledon started today.
Yay.
So, this is talking about how important...
Oh, come on, Gail.
Right.
Andy Murray, Scottish, flying the flag?
I'm
No?
going.
Are you going?
Yeah.
You're going.
Straight from here.
Oh, yeah.
Off to Wimbledon, yeah.
I'm not a big fan of watching any sort of tennis or anything. Kickboxing.
Kickboxing, that's the sort of cage fighting.
Yeah,
Yeah, the days of McEnroe and Connor are over. You might have got some kickboxing on the centre court then.
So Wimbledon Stein, what's the tale?
Wimbledon, I mean, for the England, you know, it's a huge occasion for us. I personally really like tennis, and for our economy, last year it brought in £26.3 million worth of revenue from the strawberries you buy to the most popular item.
And strawberries are up in price this year.
First time in 5 years they've gone up. So, but the most popular item is the mini tennis ball keyring, which is £3. But it's just the whole article's talking about how much money we're making from Wimbledon. We haven't had a winner, but actually we are winning because we make so much money from the event. So, you know, it's business, isn't it?
Yeah, and Federer's chasing his umpteenth title, isn't he? If he wins it this year, he'll be the #1 of all time. But I still say, when you said McEnroe and Connors, and I know, you know, it's a really reactionary, dull, middle-aged thing to say, but, you know, I'd rather see McEnroe and Connors. There was just so much more pizzazz to them, personality, yeah.
Absolutely.
I think clinical Federer
Yeah, I
style.
think it's not, you know, the game has become so much about what goes on the court when actually people want to be attracted to other people.
It's got to be entertaining, hasn't it?
It's part of the entertainment
right now that entertainment is what it's about.
Absolutely
it's not just playing by the rules or whatever. So, yeah. One more from you.
Yeah, so the last one, this is from The Sun, and just the conversation we had about cameras and, you know, tracking what people are doing. This criminal has just been nicking a sat-nav out of an undercover police car. So they've got him, you know, full-faced, blatantly caught. He's only come out of prison 6 weeks ago.
Do we need to say alleged on this one? I think we probably do. But, so,
well,
he allegedly broke into the car to steal a sat-nav,
well, yeah, the quote from the police are, "We've got excellent images leaving no doubt to who the thief is and what he's doing." And the poor bloke has only come out of prison 6 weeks ago, so what a dummy.
Yeah, yeah.
So...
For poor substitute stupid.
Yeah. Well said, well said. Nicely done. Thank you for that,
Thank
Kate.
you.
What have you got, David?